Hey folks, welcome to my 7th Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts video. In this video I'm going to do the Semi-Dreadnought, defeat the Semi-Dreadnought scenario. So it's the first scenario in which we're able to command a fleet of more than one type of ship. So we've to either build a battleship or an armoured cruiser. I've gone for the battleship. And we will be joined by 2 light cruisers. And we've to defeat a Semi-Dreadnought and 2 light cruisers. So the Semi-Dreadnought, as far as I understand it, it sacrificed maybe armour or secondary guns in order to mount larger main guns. So I've gone for, we're limited in the hull, limited to just 10-inch guns. So we've got 4 of and 2 turrets. And I decided against going for torpedoes because I might have to try and stay at reasonable range. So rather than go for torpedoes, I've gone for 5-inch secondary guns. So we've got 16 of them and 8 turrets, and then 12 4-inch casemate guns scattered around. So obviously the 4 and 5-inch guns will be to keep the light cruisers off us. And see how we go. Might be a mistake, it might have been better going for torpedoes, but we'll see. So this is a 90-minute scenario, or they allow 90 minutes in the scenario. And the objective is to keep alive our battleship and sink all the enemies. So what sort of range are we at? 7 kilometers. Okay, so they've bracketed us nicely. There's our cruisers. So let's have you screen. I suppose that blue line indicates that you are screening. Both of you doing that, I hope. I'm just going to leave the cruisers, I think, pretty much to their own devices. Our light cruisers don't have any torpedoes. 6-inch guns, no torpedoes. It's a bit concerning, but never mind, it is what it is. Let's go for armour piercing at this range, and go for aggressive. And then we've taken a hit. No, we've not. Not quite. Let's put a couple of points. Port rudder. Just to try and keep the range open a wee bit. What are our cruisers doing? Moving to intercept. Okay. As long as you put yourselves to good use. Well, our 5-inch guns seem to be engaging as well. Let's bring it down to half speed for now. They've had a few salvos to get the range, and they've got their first hit. So I do want to try and throw off their targeting a bit. And they've got a smoke screen out there. Where's my smoke screen, you guys? So we still don't know what we're up against. But it looks like we've managed to get a 5-inch hit on its funnel. And another hit, but it didn't quite penetrate. So I think I've showed you this before. They've got 2 shots blocked by the armour and 1 penetration for 15 damage. Our cruisers still don't seem to be doing much screening. Well, I suppose if they close and engage with the enemy's light cruisers, then that is screening. I was expecting them more to just take up guard positions and maybe lay a nice smoke screen for us. What is this I'm looking at? I wonder if it is the battleship? Yeah, it must be. This will be the cruisers appearing here. Yeah. Okay, we'll have you identified soon enough. And the range is still about 6 kilometres. So they are closing the range. Yeah, that's fine. So you still to be identified. Oh, you're only just out of the smoke, I suppose. That's why the ship identification progress is so low. These guys are still in 100% shape. However, we've taken quite a good 12-inch hit there. 12-inch guns, obviously, we're up against. I'm wondering whether I need to close the range a bit. They've got a lot of 12-inch guns, it seems. I think we will change course slightly. Again, they've had a fair bit of time to get the range. So let's try and confuse them again. Identify these guys yet? No. I'm interested to know if their cruisers have torpedoes. The 4-inch gun hits the funnel. Ooh. I think that's the secondary gun we've lost. There's damaged one there. And this side as well. Never mind. As long as our main guns are still active. Disappointed how few hits we've had, or what little damage we've done. I wonder if we do need to be closing the range quickly. These guys seem to be putting themselves in harm's way. They've got torpedoes and they've launched already. I wonder if that's at me or at my cruisers. I did say I was going to leave the cruisers to do their own thing. That's really early to have launched. Quite a distance away even from the cruisers. Bring us in a bit closer again. Not getting anywhere near enough hits there. Oh my god. It's taking an absolute pounding. Let's up to full speed. I think we do need to get in close. Closer at least. I'm a bit surprised, given the last scenarios I played after the update when things were exploding all over. now I'm getting very few hits and practically no damage. I think I'm going to put this back to auto. I don't know whether putting it to auto affects all guns or just the main guns. So for example, there's a torpedo, damn it. For example, if I put it to auto, it will fire high explosive at the cruisers and armor piercing at the battleship. Okay, are we going to avoid this? No, we're not, I don't think. Get back to flank. Yep. Damn. We're taking a pounding. I think I might have said that already. Anyway, let's ease that off a bit. Back down to half. And start praying, I suppose. They're still only taking a couple of hits. 12 damage from our main guns. We've got no chance. At least we managed to get a bit of fire going in one of the cruisers. Our cruisers, one of them, isn't in very good shape at all. I am decided I want to take control of this division as well. Forget about screening me. Let's have you close the range of their cruiser. Aggressive fire. Is it worth? I was wondering if it's worth trying to get in between only a smoke screen. Let me close the range. Yeah, let's go for that idea. Carlsruhe can lay the screen because Thetis is practically dead in the water. No engine damage, no fires, just flooding. Cruisers are practically undamaged despite all those minor hits, and the battleship is almost completely undamaged. 6 damage, partial penetration from our 10-inch guns, so we definitely need to get in closer. And that being the case, it's getting closer. There's another hit on us. And finally we get a decent hit and start a fire. Maybe it'll set off their ammo. That would be lovely. Yeah, I love seeing these big 12-inch main guns as side guns. Well, what's this? Wouldn't you have 7-inch guns as well? another hit. We're beginning to get somewhere. Let's go back to Carol's route. Oh, you're on fire as well now. And flooding. They're laying a smoke screen for us. And remember, they have torpedoes. Thetis. At least you're underway again. Ammo detonation there. Not near destructive enough. I want this division. Get in between them. Okay, you down to 7 knots. To get all your guns to bear again. I didn't realise you were turning that far in. I suppose when you come down to standby speed. Still some decent fires there. But we're only just afloat. We're probably going to eat another torpedo soon. In fact, no, that was the last one. Karlsruhe's gone. Thetis. Yeah, we just seem to be totally overpowered. They've only got 4-inch guns as well. Against our 6-inch guns. But I suppose 4-inch guns are absolutely fine against cruisers, especially at that range. Just wish my 6-inchers had done a bit better. Okay, just go straight. And we get a nice, good look at a sinking ship. Pity it was mine. Anyway, how are we doing over here? Nice, got to float back up slightly. This looks, there's a fire here, forward, and quite a big fire midships. Fire spreading. Well, we never know. We might be able to take it out. But we still need to take out the cruisers, even if you do manage to take out that battleship. You're firing your main gun at the cruisers now. Smack. Yeah, we're dead. Another torpedo in the water here. We don't have the speed to evade it. Okay, so I need to think about how I use my cruisers better then. Because they've done nothing for me. And you're saying that the battleship's done nothing for me either. Pretty much. Ouch. Here comes the torp. Okay, 3 engine damage. Under rudders damaged. And we're dead in the water. We're at 30% float. What's your fire situation? It's gone out. Okay. So we have absolutely no hope now. I'm just going to sit here and eat loads of shells. What's going on with the guns? He's trying to target the cruiser. I thought it might have been more sensible to target the battleship. The turret's almost underwater already. So, that's about 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, into the 90-minute scenario, and we're almost destroyed already. Managed to make a few knots now. Another torpedo coming in astern. Nice. I can't believe my cruisers didn't have torpedoes. I wonder if that's to do with the fact that I didn't pick them for the main battleship. Probably not. Probably just the luck of the draw. Yes, I'm not surprised. Okay. So I am going to retry that. I don't think I will record it. I'm sure you guys have had enough of seeing my ship sink already. But I'm going to try that again in different loadouts. I definitely can't get any bigger guns. 10-inch is the maximum that we could get on this hull. Yep. And we've got the Krupp 1 armour, that's the best we can get. I got reinforced bulkheads, I had anti-flood. No, I didn't. I need to put a turret back on. 10-inch gun, 2 barrels. There we go. So I couldn't afford anti-flood. Can now. The weight. Can I get that? No. Okay. Okay, anyway, I'm going to put a break in here and keep mucking about with this in my own time. So for now, thanks for watching. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and hope to see you again next time. Cheers.